Manny Pacquiao trying to push Pacquiao back. He wants to come out of his corner to the center of the ring. Now the bell rings. Is it round 1 or round 37? Pacquiao starts off with a straight left hand, fires 2 jabs. Neither fighter has landed yet. Straight left hand lands for Pacquiao, straight right hand lands for Marquez. Those are their trademark punches. Roy, I think we can already see Manny Pacquiao trying to use more head movement to get away from Juan Manuel Marquez's counter shots.
Well, he's starting out quicker than he started before, and yes, he's giving feints, trying to freeze him, because if he can freeze him, he can hit him with that strange left hand that he throws.
It looks like Pacquiao still has the fire in his belly. Does he have the fire in his fists still?
And you see Márquez throwing some good body shots early as well. He's already gone down there twice this round.
Good left by Pacquiao over the top. Landed on the butt. Marquez touching Pacquiao with the right. This time Pacquiao ducked the right hand as Marquez tried to counter after Pacquiao threw the left over the top. One of the things that Manny said would be different, that he'd be able to avoid Marquez's counters by moving his head.
Well, he's definitely moving his head more.
Unquestionably.
Even before he punches.
Will he keep it up, and will it work? Those are the questions.
I think he'll keep it up because I think that's what he's prepared to do this time that's different from the last 2 times. Because in the first fight, he used a lot of head movement. That's how he was able to drop Marquez so many times. Like that with the feints.
Left by Pacquiao, Marquez with the left hook. Action very much like their first fight. Energetic. Flowing back and forth. It's a Marquez crowd. That was clear during the introductions, and now they're chanting Marquez, Marquez, Marquez. Tries to get to Pacquiao's body again. Good left hand by Pacquiao inside. Letterman gave the first one to Pacquiao. Punches in round 1. Pacquiao 13 of 56 by combat box count. Marquez only 5 of 32. Pacquiao threw 35 jabs in the round. That holds up to the pattern that he's demonstrated in the 3 previous fights with Marquez. Pacquiao, against most opponents, throws 2/3 power punches, 1/3 jabs. Against Marquez, 2/3 jabs, 1/3 power. Why? Marquez's counter shots.
Jim, by putting Romney in Pacquiao's corner, is that considered promotional
That's
persuasion?
just a good seat.
Okay.
It's just a good seat, Roy. That's all it is.
Okay, just checking.
Marquez looks exceedingly cautious early, Roy.
That's always, and this is how he fights Pacquiao. And the one thing that he said that we may not necessarily agree with, but I asked him what was the one characteristic that allowed him to give Pacquiao such a hard time. He says he's smarter than Pacquiao.
Well, he is a professor of boxing, against a fighter who is a great offensive fighter.
Good body shots by Marquez after Pacquiao landed a left upstairs. Remember the words of Joe Frazier about Jimmy Ellis. He's a really smart fighter. He's always thinking in there. And all the time he's thinking, I'm hitting him.
And that may be what's happening right now. Oh, good
left hand by Pacquiao. Backs Marquez up. Another good left hand shot by Pacquiao. He's finding Marquez's chin early with his left hand. And Marquez hasn't countered back against either of those 2 shots.
And the head movement, Jim, is what is allowing him to land those shots.
And it may be keeping Marquez from throwing. Mike Tyson seated close to the fight at ringside. Remember his head movement early in his career? Set up his offense. That's what Pacquiao's trying to do tonight.
Kept guys from punching at him, and it enabled him to get closer to them than they expected him to be.
If Pacquiao can keep this up all night, It's a new wrinkle. Yes, Larry.
Well, Marquez said he has to find a grain of difference for him to win over the judges. And so far, he's a grain less. He's doing relatively little, and maybe this is a measured.
For the first 2.5 rounds. Another straight left hand down the pipe lands for Pacquiao. And he gets Marquez again with the left as he goes by.
He's feinting Marquez out of the game. He's feinting him. Marquez stays still. Next time, instead of feinting, he comes. And Marquez is right there.
And he's not nearly as stationary a target for Marquez's counters as has been the case in the past. So Marquez makes a smart choice and goes to the body with the left hook.
Very smart. Got to find a way to slow it down.
By Marquez, and for the first time in 4 fights, Manny Pacquiao has been knocked down. That's the first time in 39 rounds that Juan Manuel Marquez has been able to put Manny Pacquiao down, and he did it with his signature right hand over the top.
And that's the punch, the looping punch I told you. That's the way
A fight breaks out in Vegas at the end of round 3. Manny Pacquiao was knocked down.
fade down like he's going to the body again and come right over the top with the overhand right instead of the body shot or the straight right to the body. Caught Pacquiao as clean as he's ever going to catch him.
And that's the first truly dramatic statement that Marquez has made in 39.
They're just a little bit older. Maybe the reflexes have slowed just a tiny bit. Maybe that means a more wide-open offensive fight than ever before. Maybe that means their version of the Thriller in Manila.
Good left hand by Pacquiao.
Good combination by Pacquiao. Uppercut inside by Pacquiao. Straight left hand landed before that.
Pacquiao's been trying several uppercuts. It must be something they saw where Marquez might be open.
Well,
it's interesting because it's a signature punch for Marquez. He's one of the best uppercut throwers in the game.
That's what I was just about to say. That's what Marquez always hit him with in fight 3 for sure. So why not try it against him?
Good jab by Marquez. Good right hook by Pacquiao. Another good right hook by Pacquiao. Great right hand by Marquez. They trade shots again.
Down on his punches, and Pacquiao's giving him some feints. And Marquez right there.
And there goes the knockdown. Manny Pacquiao evens up the knockdown count as he puts Marquez on the canvas, or at least forces him to touch his glove to the canvas. This for the knockdown in round 5. Now let's see if Marquez tries to retaliate down the stretch of this round.
Oh, there's just so many left hands you can.
And that's how Pacquiao caught. Oh!
Huge right hand by Marquez. Pacquiao was able to stand up.
This may be the best fight yet.
Marquez down. His job is to get out of the round.
Oh,
Marquez being able to retaliate.
Marquez is hurt bad.
Right
Marquez is hurt bad.
Feet are wobbling.
Marquez is hurt bad.
Pacquiao attacks. He may think he has him.
Marquez is hurt bad.
Marquez still wobbling as Pacquiao knocks him into the corner.
And Marquez won't hold.
Doesn't have his legs back
hold.
yet. Marquez still wobbling. Fighting almost as though he's injured a leg.
But he is fighting back. Boy, 5 years ago we didn't know that Marquez had that in him. But he is fighting back from some really killer shots.
What a round! What a round! Sixth round of a scheduled 12. It's going by fast. And it's been brilliant stuff.
Wouldn't surprise me if Marquez's nose is broken. There's a lot of blood coming from him.
He was stiff-legged all the way to the end of the round after that big right hook, but managed to stay on his feet.
I don't know how he finished.
It looks as though Marquez's nose is broken. The blood is gathering under his nose.
His left eye is swollen.
These are big shots Pacquiao's been landing early. There's another left hand, and another left hand. And Marquez drives it back with a counter shot.
Once again, the drama king has created more drama, brought us the blood of drama, brought out the battler.
Marquez's mouthpiece is out of his mouth.
because of the blood in his mouth.
Pacquiao lands another straight left hand shot, and another.
Two champions performing like champions.
Yes, sir. See those moving?
Now gets his feet back and tries to roar back to nail Pacquiao with the right hand.
He's not getting up, Jim. He's not getting up, Jim. He's not getting up.
No, he has been knocked out. A sensational right hand knockout by a bloody Juan Manuel Marquez. And that is the keystone moment of his career. Manny Pacquiao is still face down.
And it may be a fifth fight between Marquez and Pacquiao.
What a victory for Juan Manuel Marquez, with blood screaming out of both nostrils and his mouth. With his legs wobbling from hard left-hand shots from Manny Pacquiao, he scores a colossal right hand to knock Pacquiao home.
And we have to ask, will Manny Pacquiao ever be seen in the ring again?
Correct. Those are your two possibilities, a fifth fight or a retirement. What an amazing fight. What an amazing, stunning knockout performance by Marquez. So the tsunami that hit the Philippines is replicated here by the tsunami of Juan Manuel Marquez's right hand. This was in the last 2 seconds of the round.
Yeah, Jim. The last few seconds, Pacquiao was coming at him real hard. He